Hello. Today I am here with my captive audience made up of Malcolm, Epitaph, and Sherbert to read two of my poems from kind of a mock joke poetry collection that I made titled Self-Immolation of a Punjab Landmark. Punjab, and I do not know. I know, but I forgot. But it's okay. So yeah, I'll just read this. So the first one is titled, It is Summer Only in the Northern Hemisphere. My eyes hurt. And it goes. The month of June brings flowers and rat kings, entangled and clumsy. The ribbons tie me up like a gift. I have everything I ever could have wanted. I've been in a good place in my head. June has brought opium poppies. Red like passion, the yellow in the middle, glistening like the midday. The month of June did not bring the sun. It came here, looking only for me. Nothing under June, if not for burnt stems and dry rosebuds, staring at the weak moonlight. The weak smile of knowing sticks me under my breast like the underwire of what I swear I wear, some sort of self-punishment. And when my skin began to boil and my head beat to the song of heat stroke, I smiled and put on a nice white dress. June had passed after all. July stared at me with his eyes full of promises in Sunday best suits and a dozen white smiles smiling down at me, tribal cackling crackling me against the plaster. But yet, their crown seemed just a bit off. The stage of August opened, and there I stood, perfected, unrotten, scorched down to very bone, red like the flowers, praised and lucky and struck with night stars. I was not used to that sort of thing, that sort of sheen, to be so very seen. How dreadful it must be to be seen, to be sun-kissed, to be adored so. The pustules burst beautifully. The radiation marks are in this season. God knows the sun would not understand if you asked for more. Build up in love to whisper pizzicato notes and drink brandy all day. How could you ever ask for more? How could you yearn for those ugly little flowers and rat kings? So dusty and bland. How could you? This strange love was all you wished for as a little girl. Heaven knows how much you prayed to be told all the things you wanted to be told. And how dreadful it must be to be wanted at all. The month of June was so far away. The fire I caused so long reduced to cinder. Did you stop holding the match yet? Waiting for the year to go round back to June yet? Yet you stay, yet you pray, and yet your language will never be your own. Who are you, if not sun-kissed? I become loose like a noose, I cruise for a bruise, some sort of achievement. The sun, too, is a star. I've heard how they shrink into their own mass, their light dimmed into a strangely shrewd danger. The sun, too, regressed into the skyline. September erupts in supernovas and whales. October, pale and dim, does not know where in the ground she wants to rot. November will be here soon. The dried flowers I hold against my guilt follows me leashed. June had a honey-aired breeze. June had violets embroidered in my hems. But the sun, all was so dull under the sun. The year will never go around to that gentle June again. Supernova sentimentality has marked your flesh with the stain of sin. And so, we walk west, into November's cold and motionless frown, away from when the sun will rise come the morning, where the sun will rise come the morning. That was it. And now, moving on to this one is a little bit non-safe for work. So if you're comfy around that, sayonara, bro. So this one is called Tell Me Who Do You Belong To? And it goes. From the never-ending decrepids, the tar black pit of nothing, from the black hole of all ugly fears rose a shining nymphette. A good little doe she was. her skin fair, pale and spotless, pearl powder staining her eyelids, her voice a sing-song sonnet. Oh, how she spread her legs like April flowers, and how she looked up while opening her pretty little mouth. Oh, and how her blackberry bramble eyes glimmered, her eyes, how you could just stare forever into those pretty eyes of hers. Your reflection deep and moving again, mascara running down white. Oh, how she coveted you in elegant silence. Her hands soft like taxidermy doe, fur hunted in a night you still regret. Won't you please, please call her a good girl? Good little stupid whore you are. And she erupts in violet kisses. This is what you practiced so much for. It is what she was born to do. She feels it not in her rotten blood. Cold and rough and hard, just like she likes it, and all she knows how to do. You do not feel the pull down your legs, the black hole nymph swallowing you whole, your bones stretched into oversize. Without warn you wore her body like a suit, and by God you paid the price. Thus it was. You did not see the bruises she had plucked out of her thighs before the feast, or the ultraviolence in her fists as she prepared herself, tender and warm until her hands bled. Pretty little thing you are. So he had spoken and shook her whole. Her eyes water, cross and sweet, for she knows she is only contamination. Good girl. A black hole sucks. What else does she know how to do? Sucking the life out of every tall man unfortunate enough to want spring in January. She stops and crunches and cries, feeding like all the other days before. She kneels and he holds up her velveteen hair. Where would you like to be eaten? She asks, meek and complaint. He answers all over her flesh, messy and white with love. She asks, can you please hit me? Can you please make it hurt? Can you please make it count? Can you make it real like she deserves? Good little thing I am. Please, sir. And that's the second one. So, yeah, there's a couple more in here, but I don't think that they're really good. I think those are the two best ones in there. I'm not a good poetry writer by any means. So yeah, what did you guys think? Yeah. Okay, that was it. Bye.